This is video part 2. Unfortunately, I think my iPad filled up its memory and stopped recording, but I kept talking. So I think where I had gotten to was talking about the different methodologies right through here. So continuing here, you'll do each one of these 3 problems. You'll do them 3 ways, and you'll label what method you're doing. So it could be funky form of 1, it could be a Pythagorean identity, it could be changing everything in terms of sine and cosine, and you're going to take that problem and you're going to work and work and work in one direction, and then either you've proved it, either you've been successful, or you've gotten so deep into just mess that you've tried and you realize that's not the best strategy, but you have to show a lot of work to verify that that's not a good strategy. Then the next part is solving the equations. So I have given you an equation and I have given you the solutions, and I have said in bold letters you may not just plug in the answers. Okay, so I need you to take the equation, pretend like you don't know the answers, solve this equation, show every bit of work that you could possibly imagine, and then prove that, and then demonstrate that these are the solutions to that equation. And then after you do, oh, so sorry, I forgot to say it up here. I said it in the video that wasn't videoing. Okay. After you've done each one of these proofs 3 different ways, then I want a paragraph, 2 to 4 sentences at least, of describing to me what you learned. Tell me the strategy, summarize what you did. I want you to talk through your thought process and all of that. A similar thing happens down here. So show me, I said explain how and why you did what you did. So I want 2 to 4 sentences, just beautiful explanation and that kind of stuff. So when all of it's done, I expect a packet with this piece of paper on top. You'll have your quiz attached, so your original quiz. You'll have any papers that you have to do with your quiz correction. And then you'll have, this will probably be a whole page, and this will probably be a whole page, and this will probably, and I want final draft level of mathematics. Okay, it's perfect, it's beautiful, it's well written, it's well articulated, and everything is stapled here, and you're going to give it to me as you walk in my door on Monday. And if you're in my second period and you don't have me on Monday, come find me on Monday and give it to me so that I can get your grades finalized by Tuesday. And if you do this, we'll award 20% to number 1. And then the other 6 questions can each earn you 10%. So say you only do the number 1 and then number 2, and you don't do number 3 at all. Well, that isn't your best choice. But then you get the potential of getting 50% of your points back from that you missed on the test. If you do all of it, if you correct your quiz and you do all of the identities and you do all of the equations, you have the potential to get 80% of the points you missed back on your test grade. If you didn't do badly on your quiz and you have nothing to correct, go ahead and include it, and then I'll space out the 80 based on what you did here. So the way this works, and I wrote this, if you got a 40 on your test, and we can say you lost 60 points, you can get 80% of those 60 points back, which is 48 points, which is crazy generous on our part. So if you do everything and you have beautiful mathematics and well articulated, etc., your 40 can become an 88. Okay, but it's my judgment as to whether or not you have done this to the correct level. I'll be I'll be looking through everything, and then I may spot check as needed. I don't know that I can go over everybody's with a fine-tooth comb, but that potential exists, and I do know what I'm looking at. So keep that in mind. I want to see beautiful mathematics, well-articulated thoughts, and all of that kind of stuff. But if you do everything, then you have the potential to really affect your grade. And I hope you learn a lot. I think you're going to really have a better understanding of this material if you work through this. Good luck. Come see me if you have questions.